Cool. Anything the rest of you guys want to do before bed? Cool. Bedtime.
Gotta go find a corner and blow off some steam.
Wow, thank you so much.
Nah, I'm joking. You don't even know what the question's gonna be. You can't even assume.
I've heard that tone of voice before, though, so like.
But also, what's it
So
just
I know
was there a
exactly
lot?
what's coming.
Oh, there could you have cut that sexual tension?
All right. The next morning.
Canceled up.
Next morning, Nate has died by a brain aneurysm.
The next morning.
Sorry, please don't feel pressure.
Remind me,
because
do we have like
It's
a
not
private
gonna happen.
cabin, or are we with the
You're
crew?
with the crew.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
He does
So
not
we're
go
just
with-
we're like with Johnson, like he's down there with us.
Yeah, it's Miller. I looked it
Miller.
up. It is Miller.
With
You haven't
Johnson.
seen Miller? Like he's, you know he's here, but you haven't seen him. The way I should actually tell you guys the way the ship is laid out. You have your main deck with your forecastle and quarter deck, the front and back sort of elevated.
Yeah.
Under the quarter deck is where the captain's quarters are in the back. Under the forecastle is just sort of some storage space, basically. You have the second floor, which is where everybody sleeps, where the privy is, and where the kitchen area, well, the storage and kitchen area is. I need a new cord. And then you have down in the hold down on the bottom, which is theoretically where supplies are kept.
This is terrible.
I'm trying to fix it.
There's a lot of rollicking waves the bards can't really jump in.
We're just constantly followed by.
So you guys are sleeping in the sort of the second floor area.
Okay.
Like babies.
Yeah. What would people like to do next day? You can.
Vom check.
Yes. The three of you who had a bad time. Make your vom check.
Wait, isn't it disadvantage or is it just?
It's just normal. Make your Constitution saving throw. The three of you. You just have seasick. You're the kind of guy that gets seasick.
Come on, don't do
Which
this
is
to me.
on brand.
Oh, 9.
Also.
1.
These three don't like ships too All right, you can continue to train in your field, potentially getting proficiency if you do well enough, or you can do other things. But the day is yours. You can do whatever you want to. It's up to you.
I don't have a choice, do I?
You have to do your thing.
Do I see? Sorry.
No,
Oh, sorry.
Oh, hey, how was my night?
Huh?
Sorry.
It's fine.
Okay. Oh.
Are they visibly seasick?
Oh, I'm
Anytime,
puking.
anytime I pass any of them, I'm gonna go, good morning!
Okay, that was you in college.
You didn't know me in college, you can't say that.
It totally was you in college, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Finn, please don't.
Finn is a reflection of me. Did you know?
Okay.
All characters are. What is it? All characters are who you want to be or who you are but won't admit?
Yeah.
I think
That's
there's
true.
like I think it was
Finn is
Hemingway
both.
quote about how like you won't meet like someone honestly, but when you put him in a mask, then you find out who he really is.
Nick's bringing some deep shit to touch for you.
I just met Blake and I talked about this once.
It was because of it was like on D&D memes, something about that where it was just like, why does everyone play a homophobic D&D character? And then someone responded with quote. Like, oh yeah, no guys, it's just my character who's racist. So that was the meme.
Oh god. Oh god.
I don't like Elf Corner anymore.
Due to the one, Nate hasn't left his bed, but he's doing like this, and he's like, boy,
Yeah? Me?
yeah.
Boy? Can I
Why
hear
do you
him?
hear me? I don't know.
I hear
You're
him?
up deck, so no.
Actually, if I don't see Nate for a while, I will go down and check on him, so.
You find him just standing rimrod straight in bed. Laying.
You okay?
I require a bucket.
Okay. Cool. Yep. Do you, I was, aren't you, like, could you use your magic? I don't think I have anything to help you.
I'd like to
I'll get you a bucket. I'll go find a bucket.
save that for emergencies.
Right. Got it.
Cool.
Also, remember that night I had like one drink, with your permission. Did I say anything stupid?
You said I was like your father. I really appreciated it, but I would really appreciate a bucket more.
I run to get a bucket.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
I went out to the crow's nest again to train my job. I got an 8.
You're not very good at this.
Oh, I want
You're
to.
like asleep in the crow's nest.
You had some trouble sleeping last night because of the waves. It reminds you a little bit of some memories you probably don't want to remember.
Yeah.
So.
In the unreleased backstory video.
Yeah,
That's the
exists.
DLC.
that's a DLC.
Shit, do we have backstory video?
If I want to.
One of us does.
Yeah.
I wrote it.
Me.
I don't even know my mom's name.
I didn't like the spoilers.
Makes sense. It makes sense. So the three of you?
If I wanted to focus more on actually learning about navigation, what check would that be?
Intelligence.
Oh dear. 9!
You're not getting it.
Oh boy.
You
So
can't
it's a
really
rough-
tell the
it's a
difference
rough day for
between
rolls.
what is what.
It's
Two of you guys, what you up to?
hard, though.
Well, I mean, I know what you're up to. Roll.
Helena, please. Please.
If you're using your mage hand, you can just roll normal.
No. I just mean Thufi's just like,
I know,
Helena,
yeah.
please, do we have to do this
You're not
today?
going to take the disadvantage from your seasickness because you're using your mage hand.
Nice.
I was almost feeling bad. I should just know this number at this point. 18.
18. Pretty damn good. You've done a great job. She's clearly impressed by the end of it. She's like, all right, better than I expected. Could be better though.
So, hey, some things I do are actually, skill and practice. It's not.
Oh,
It's
we
not
just
all-
keep at it.
Runs to the side and pukes.
I like that.
Oh, there goes that.
Ha, ha.
14.
14. You're getting better. People can hear you. So.
All hands on. If you don't mind, all hands on deck.
Finn, do you have to be doing that? Like, yeah.
Nelon emerges from down deck. Hold on. Were you just saying something?
I was saying all hands on deck if you don't mind.
If you
Okay.
don't mind.
What?
How's my Elro impression?
Gotta say. Spot on. I've only known this guy for a little bit. He's got a bit of a weak handshake.
I've been told that.
Also,
yes.
medicine check. Would I be able to do anything to help the...
Sure, you can
Help these
Nate's probably the one you're gonna wanna.
I was gonna say, Nate's never missed a day's work in his life, so he actually does.
Yeah,
mind.
he gave
would
him a
notice.
first-
Tristy sends you back to your bed.
No! Give me the dagger.
You're gonna vomit on the food. Sorry.
See, Nate bested Nelon in a handshake. So that puts him top of the priority. It goes helping Nate, his job, everything else.
So you find him in bed.
How's it going?
Turn around. Just for 5 seconds, turn around.
Alright. You good?
I'm fine.
Alright. So I deal with this a lot. I'm a boatsman by trade.
Vein is throbbing.
Boatsman by trade. That's what we call it in the Triton areas. Don't laugh. It's canon. It's canon.
It's canon now, I guess.
One master of DPS. So I'm gonna help you out.
I'd just like to lay alone, please.
Gonna help you out. Don't worry.
Nope.
Your words are saying no, but I can tell.
I
You
would
want my
appreciate it if you left.
Is it a 1?
help. What?
Is that a 1?
No, that's a 9. It's
Okay.
a 16. 16.
Oh, 16, not bad.
He's a smart dude. He's a
Uh,
wise
he-
guy. He's
he-
just not smart.
Gives you some herbs and a drink, and you feel a lot better.
Thank you.
No problem.
Nate has the sass of a teenage girl.
He helped you out.
The body of a middle-aged man.
Wait, what was that movie with Rob Schneider?
The hot chick.
The hot chick.
The hot chick.
It's like a Freaky Friday, but with a teenage girl and Rob Schneider.
Oh no!
It's really bad.
Awful.
Alright, who else is feeling bad? I'll see if
The rest of them are not. Yeah, those two are not feeling great.
The elves.
Yeah, but what's new?
Yeah.
what's her name?
Nothing seems very different for Elrond, frankly. So Thuvius is the only one who's looking visibly different.
I walk up. Helena is her name?
Yeah, Helena.
What?
Helena.
Helena. It's like, Helena? How's it going?
Great. What's up? What do you want?
Well, so this one over here, not doing too hot.
The great Thuvius Amas, didn't you know?
Did I ever call you that? Did I ever say that around you?
This is it.
No, what?
Number 12 on my history. I just wanted to roll it to be fun.
You don't know what the fuck this is.
No one does. I think even with a 20, no one knows it.
Hey, to be fair, I think in the last few episodes that came out, one person rolled
Tommy
high.
knew, yeah. Curl knew.
Oh, the last name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. And the 2 college students knew, and they knew biblically who you were.
It was after a performance. Or 2 performances.
performance.
It's 2 performances.
And I
So-
performed too and didn't get anything.
You got 75 gold.
Yeah, you got
And
money.
you tried to
You're also
pocket
a
it, as
child.
I remember.
You're not allowed to get laid. You're 14.
Alright, if you want to help him out, go for it.
Yeah, help him out. It's an old, this is for Ma. Tear rolls down his cheek. This is an old family recipe from the Superbia family. 20, unnatural.
You're feeling a lot better.
Oh, God, thank you.
You've just taken all the fun out of it.
You know, Helena, when I said I wanted you to run me ragged, I was really hoping it would turn out better than this.
I'm just the cannon face he's given me.
What can I say?
Her face does not change. And she just like puts a foot in front of your legs and pushes you over it.
From the ground. What can I say? I'm back to my old self.
Great. And she steps on your back and walks away.
Stop it. Stop.
They like
Stop. I told you, I warned you about this.
Thuvius does
instead
that.
talking.
Thuvius raises an eyebrow as she walks away.
Can we go to work now?
It's a bit late.
Okay, never mind.
Can I just really quick? He approaches with the utmost of caution. Elreal,
Yes.
I got some herbs and tea for you.
Oh.
He is looking around for the. Oh, did you not see the mug? Oh yeah, it's a full ensemble. It was almost a sticker, but it never arrived. So
Oh, that's bad.
he's looking around for the little thing. I can't remember his
Oh,
name.
Herky.
He comes up from below deck.
Right, so I probably shouldn't have said his name. He's the hearing of like a bat. What has good hearing?
A bat, historically.
Historically, he's the hearing of a bat.
I mean, lots of things underwater. You know, sound travels so much better underwater. You wouldn't know this. You guys on the land. wouldn't know
Herky
this.
comes over and he's sort of grabbing.
Anyway, hold on. I'm just gonna give you this real quick.
all right.
21.
So,
You feel a lot better?
oh, that does feel better. Thank you.
No problem. Just
All right, Herky.
Herky's quite a bit taller than you two when he stands at his full height.
wait. How tall is this?
He's a large-sized creature.
What the fuck? I was imagining like maybe like one of those big Furby sizes.
No, his body is like bigger than several 2 heads, did I say? And he's got very long legs.
That makes me intensely uncomfortable. This isn't a bit. This is making me intensely uncomfortable.
It's like first person does not like
Just
Herky.
some Pan's Labyrinth shit. It's whatever.
All right, Herky. Let's leave him alone. Let's go find Nate. See how he's doing. Just a ride.
Cool. So the day ends. And, is there any nighttime activities anybody would like to get up to?
I'd like to empty my bucket.
Yeah.
A euphemism? Or?
Tristy's made a little donut for you. It's like a salted donut, so it's more like a bagel, really, but it's like more tender bread. She made you a little treat.
Wow, we just met, and just this kindness is just put her there.
I don't hug,
Oh.
but she does sort of pat you on the shoulder.
Gentle nudge.
hobbles away.
I still picture her as a bear. one faulty Google search. I just think she's a bear.
What?
She's a furbolg.
But
But I typed in furbolg wrong, and it was just pictures of like weird anthropomorphic bears, and I just imagined
So it
that.
sounds like you looked it up right.
It's never allowed.
I'm so glad you let me be here.
Speaking of Nick's, can Nick pass the Oreos? Sponsored.
Oh, I wish.
We could like
Get
maybe
that milk money, really.
Every time they make a new flavor, they'd send it to us and be like, "Oh
we could get
wow,
Hydrox.
Hydrox, the original.
the OG."
If I
We
can.
also have what are these?
Popcorners!
Pop
Sponsor
corners.
us! They're so
Anyone want some of
good!
those? There's another bag around here somewhere.
Yeah, if we're just doing downtime or like chilling, I'm gonna try to.
Will you just throw one at me?
Wait, what kind of?
Yeah, sure.
The sea salt.
I'm just
Like
gonna
regular
swing
salt.
by Elril at some point.
Yes.
Grab him and be like, "Hey,
Open it up.
Elril,
If I were to be so
Open.
I'm not. I didn't have any visions or anything last night. Do they come and go? Or
Yes.
You're healed.
They always.
Is this what you talked
Always
about
do
where
that.
when you think it's getting better?
Yes.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
good.
Mhm.
Good. Okay.
Listen, just it doesn't go away. Just remember that.
Oh, wonderful.
It's been
So
years.
once you have it for life. It's one of those.
I mean, I haven't been able to get rid of mine, so. But you're not.
No one's overhearing this conversation.
You seem to be succeeding.
Sounds like we're talking about like STDs or something.
But you're not trying to get rid of yours, so it might be different. Like I had some negative experiences at first because I was just trying to
Well,
just get it out of me. You know?
I might need to like purge it at some point, but for now I'm just we'll ride it out for a little while and see what's going on.
No, keep the bit
I'm-
going.
I thought it'd be fun. You guys laugh. I'm. I don't know. At the end, I just don't have all the answers. But
Well, you have more than I do, so
I wish for the best for you and good luck.
I'll keep you updated if anything changes.
Wonderful.
Nolan like walks up to Thuvius real quick. I just want to say, it's always important to disclose stuff like curses with your partner.
That's okay.
Alright.
That's not what the curse is.
All
That's
right,
not
all
who that
right,
is.
okay, okay. All right. He winks and like walks below deck.
All right.
What flavor?
Spicy queso.
They're not bad. It's just not what I was expecting.
If you guys, we have clips now that we can clip it closed.
Oh.
It's like a conversation.
I feel like we forgot we were playing the
What?
last 5 minutes.
It's not just a conversation. It's a whole damn dialogue.
Yeah, it really is.
Well,
At
we had to
college
pause for the
I
PSA
went-
about STDs.
for I didn't have a chip clip for a very long time, and I had like family-sized bags of Tostitos.
This is all in game.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This is happening below deck.
Oh, it's happening below deck.
Was that the whole story?
I lost my train of thought because I was gonna make a joke about Helena and Thuvius, and I lost that train of thought too. But no, it's just like I halfway through the semester, I was just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna eat some chip. Oh no.
Edit this whole episode season. Edit the whole
Edit
season.
the season out. All right. It's nighttime. What are people up to? Other than sleeping.
I'm meditating, and then
Clap back.
and then I don't know, just waiting until morning, watching the ocean, being sad.
Feel a tap on your shoulder.
Hmm?
It's Cetacea.
Oh, I didn't think when you said for another night you meant literally the next night.
What?
I don't know. What would you like?
Oh, you were just sitting on deck looking depressed, so I thought I'd check in.
Oh, yeah, sure. Would you like to join me?
Not feeling terribly sad myself right now, but the ocean is quite
You
beautiful.
don't have to be.
All right.
Yeah, it's quite like nothing I've seen before.
Yeah, they don't have
Oceans.
underground oceans.
No. Somehow I forgot those. It's,
It's like shivering.
surprised
someone
that
mentions
you-
oceans.
how do you
Why did I
find your
press
way back to land every time? It's so.
Well, it's
so
it's
much
always in the
water.
same direction.
Oh, huh.
I mean, we
Suppose I
went
thought
this
that.
way, go back that way, we're on land. I mean, I guess you could continue going that way and eventually get to Karth or loop around. Maybe
Yes.
go to the Fool's Paradise, the lands the gods forgot. It's a big world.
It's kind of nice just out here in the open sea, though. I mean, I'm still feeling quite ill.
Yes, I gathered. Our Triton friend has a good remedy for that, if you haven't.
Yes,
tried it already.
I had some. It was wonderful, but it's just these past 2 days have just been the same. The same thing, day in day out. Nothing unexpected. I mean, I imagine at some point we're going to fight, but I don't know, it's been a while since my life has been like that. I miss it, and at the same time, I don't know. I don't think I missed it as much as I thought.
Well, I can promise you, life at sea isn't always calm. But the nice thing about it is that it sometimes is. It's one of the wildest lives you'll ever live, between storms, pirates, sea
Really?
creatures. But between each of those encounters, there's often days, weeks, months even of smooth sailing. And that's where they got the term from, anyway.
Funny. Well,
That's the thing is, I've never been an adventurer so much, but that's the thing about sailing is, first time you're out, it's horrible. I mean, there's water everywhere. You're wet constantly. Everything tastes of salt. Everyone's angry. You could get attacked at any moment. People die.
it sounds a lot like being above ground,
But once you go back on shore,
except for the wet part
You're wet constantly.
and the
You-
salt. But go on.
once you're back on shore, you can't wait to get back out to sea again.
Hmm.
I mean, of course, this isn't true for everyone. Some people prefer to be on shore or underground, but sometimes, as you've had a taste of something you didn't expect, it's hard to go back to what you knew before.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about. But
I suppose I should apologize for being coy last night.
that's fine. So, well, I guess my question is,
Yes.
how about it? Are you ready for that question?
Well, I thought I'd answer last night's question first.
Yeah, go, please, right ahead. Go right ahead.
Have you heard of Vastrin?
I don't think I have.
You can make a history check. Yeah. Most people would know the name immediately, but being from the Underdark,
Is that
Oh,
a
it was supposed to be
disadvantage?
disadvantage?
you're doing fine now.
I just assumed it. I'm gonna reroll it.
But it's also not like a physical check.
13.
13.
I'm assuming it was disadvantage for all
The name is familiar to you. It's certainly somebody famous, but you don't remember why.
I've heard the name. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know the details.
I'd imagine she doesn't hold as much acclaim downstairs as she does up here, on account of her being the most famous sailor of all.
Oh,
She
yes.
she charted the world. Every land we know about, she found.
Remarkable.
But when her voyage ended, she wasn't on it. The legend says she just walked out into the sea. It's the last anybody saw of her.
She walked down to the sea.
She walked out into the sea
Oh.
and was gone. Only one of her ships returned home. Most of them survived. They just stopped and created settlements. In fact, I'd say most of the settlements that exist in the world, with the exception of, well, Renarsia and Salos, were founded by crew members on her voyage. Her ship returned, her flagship, she did not return on it. I aim to find her. She must have gone somewhere. And the rest of my crew agrees, for one reason or another. It's the way to go. I mean, you brought up Felice last night. What better way to prove you're the best sailor in the world than to find the best sailor in the world?
But once you find her, you won't be the best.
Well, I can't imagine she's still alive. She was elven, but it's
Oh.
been
to find out what happened to her?
Quite a bit longer than you tend to live. And if she is still alive, she's no longer immortal. Can't really compete with deities, so she should be disqualified in my opinion.
I suppose.
So your second question?
Have you ever considered joining a guild?
Of what sort?
Well, you know, everyone has things that they're trying to accomplish. Sometimes you just need to call on a few more friends.
Is this in reference to your fate-breaking group?
Yes.
We've only known each other for a few days.
I know, but I like what I've learned so far.
I'll think about it. We'll see how this trip goes, see if I or any of you survive it. We're about a day out from Bloody Fleet's territory, so things are about to get rough.
Disappointed that I'm not trying to sleep with a pirate.
I think
No. No. We'll discuss this later.
Well, truth be told, I'm sort of guessing with the whole guild thing. I think I'm supposed to rebuild someone's legacy. I don't know.
A parent? A friend?
That's for another night.
I've divulged my soul to you tonight.
You're
You're
looking for someone who died.
Maybe died.
Maybe died.
You want more? My parents' names were. My mother was Maggie before me.
Okay.
My father was Trent.
I saw that as it was happening.
Born in Marwood, raised in Marwood. Maggie and Trent were bakers.
My parents were Talnor and Alana.
Better names than mine. Cultural thing.
Drow names, I'm sure. Yes.
And what did they do?
They were bankers.
Of course.
They were.
Of course, they were bankers. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
It does, and I assume you took on the family legacy.
I did not take on the family legacy.
No.
No, my parents were.
You look like a banker.
Thank you. People have been saying very nice things about me recently.
That's not. I hate to break it to you, but it's not a compliment.
Oh, fine. No, my.
Got better hair than most bankers I've met.
Well, thanks. My parents have pretty good hair, I guess. My parents were very successful, high profile, very serious in large investment bankers.
I mean, I've heard things about the Underdark. It's ruled by the Queen, right?
Lots of money.
Did
Yes.
they do dealings with her?
They've had several loans and business dealings.
Why are we laughing so hard?
Watching Chelsea have a mental breakdown in real time is amazing.
There's a whole conversation going on.
I've seen anger, I've seen denial.
I've seen London, I've seen France.
And by the sounds of it, Elvil is not seeing Satasha's eyes. Which I think is the crux of the issue for Chelsea.
I think so too. You just can't handle a male and female just being friends. Right?
Would you like to handle a male and female?
Alright. You got me there. That was pretty good.
Cancel the series.
It's gone too deep.
Delete the YouTube channel.
The last
Nate has
video
prostate cancer.
on the YouTube channel is being, I'm single now. My girlfriend left me.
35-minute apology video. Which
I'm
I messed
sorry.
up. Thumbnail is
The
Phoenix
next
looking
campaign
down
is
and
them
to the
finding
left.
their love again.
Stop.
No, it's Phoenix with the Elro mini, and we messed up.
Anyway.
Sorry, so sorry. Please do not let my mental breakdown affect your
about the
life.
capitalist undertones of the Underdark.
Maybe, but anyway, I suppose I didn't have the business acumen that they would have liked to see.
So you tried and
I was
didn't
a
work?
bank teller.
Frankly, I don't even know the difference. difference.
I'm the one. Okay, well, sure. But if it means anything, I don't really handle the money. I sit there at the front and I talk to people and I help them access and manage their accounts. And
That's what I did for my parents at their bakery when I was 8. So.
Well, I did that for 200 years.
Yikes.
Yes.
Wow. Well. Alright.
A new life found me very suddenly. One thing led to another, and here I am. So, what were we asking?
More
about each other?
Well, I wanted to know about whose legacy you're trying to rebuild, so I thought I'd tell you about myself more, but...
It's not my parents.
Well,
Well, maybe, like I said, perhaps for another night. I have another question now, unrelated. How much longer do you think until we run into the vampires?
tomorrow we enter around where their territory is. Tomorrow night we'll start posting watch on the ship at night.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to reverse the crew schedule, but we will be doing a lot of our work at night simply because that's when they're liable to strike.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, the sunlight does burn my eyes, so...
Almost a vampire.
Yes. Except for the undead part.
Well, there's still time. Good night, bank teller.
Good night, Captain.
She leaves.
Hecky, what do you think of that woman?
Hecky!
With a knife.
Me too. Me too.
What are the dimensions of the ship?
Like
At least 4.
You know, it's in Saltmarsh.
or 5.
Which is
Yes.
holding up a microphone right now. Google the Saltmarsh sailing ship and you'll have it.
Sailing ship?
It's a sailing
I
ship.
can pull up Saltmarsh here.
Yeah, if you have it in there, pull it up. I
I
have a lot of spells that involve like areas. I don't
Yeah.
know how much of the ship.
Sailing ship size. I guess I could pull up my map of the deck and show you that. But
I'll pull up Saltmarsh. Sailing ship.
yeah. Cool. So the next day passes. You have one more day to become proficient if you guys want.
I want to.
I want.
Go for it. Disadvantage for you 3, obviously. You're still seasick. You were just cured for the day.
I was not questioning you.
No, yeah, I know. I was just explaining.
100 feet by 20 feet.
What?
That's probably not right.
Oh no! Wait, no,
It's
no.
sailing ship.
That makes sense.
Maybe.
I thought you said 100 feet by 120 feet.
Oh no.
Big
Square boat.
The ideal shape.
Yes, what the ideal ship looks like.
Look at the
what'd
board.
you get?
The board are doing very well for
Eight.
themselves.
You're not getting it.
Yeah.
19.
You're sincerely improving. Yeah.
19.
Sincerely improving. You don't have like proficiency in cooking checks, but to make this sort of thing, you get to roll your proficiency to make sort of hardtack, salted jerky, and bread.
To proficiency.
14.
14. Yeah, you're coming along nicely.
Are boats immune to being poisoned?
Oh, good.
Can't poison this boat.
Name of the episode. Remember that, future Blake.
I'll have to.
Boat has a knife.
That's nice. As night rolls around, you see that many more people are being stationed as guards. You see that the ballista are being readied, as well as the small sort of trebuchet-looking thing that is up on the forecastle. There are 2 ballista up sort of near the front of the ship, pointing off to either side. And then the trebuchet is up at the front. Helm is in the back. As you make a perception check for me, because you're going to be in the crow's nest at this point.
Okay.
No, this isn't for your... You can make one for your training, but this is like a legit...
Okay, I did one when I sat back down for my training.
What was
It was a 12.
12. Okay, you're doing better.
Okay. And that is a 15.
15. You in the distance, sort of ahead of you, you see coming into view a massive shape in the water. It's hard to make out what it is as it's now nighttime, but it's this sort of tall. It's tall in the center, and there's these things sort of spindling off the sides.
Which direction off the ship is it?
In the direction you're headed. In the direction
What is that?
on the left side.
Is that
Bow? No.
bow?
Larboard.
Larboard?
Port is the left of the ship because left and port have 4 letters.
Yep.
Starboard is the right because it's
the
not
other
port.
one.
Okay.
Port.
The back of the ship is the stern.
The front is the bow, and the rear is the stern.
So it would be the port side
Where's the
bow.
Left.
I went to
of the boat
sailing
is
camp
port,
2
and
years
right
in
is
a row.
starboard.
My younger brother is a sea scout, so he goes on.
That's a thing you can be?
Yeah, they're like Boy Scouts except they go
For the sea!
For the sea!
pretty much. It's on like an old Korean war tugboat is where they do most of their stuff.
That's super fucking cool.
Okay. Port side bow!
As some people rush over to look, there's you see this shape off in the distance. Getting closer rapidly.
Do you think it's vampires?
I'd assume. Should we do something? Where's the captain?
Captain is in the back steering. She can't really see what's happening.
I'm gonna turn back and cast message on the captain and relay. Large object up ahead, extremely tall, odd, spindly shapes coming out of the side.
Tell them to ready the weapons.
Ready the weapons!
Your time to shine.
Ready the weapons.
Ahem! Ready the weapons!
If you don't mind.
Now!
Can I head over to the crew for the trebuchet in the
Yeah.
front? Is it just like
It's a bunch of people, and then you see Miller is sleeping in the bowl of the.
Good. Hey, so trebuchet team, what do you say about
It's called a mangonel. So
Mangonel team? Excellent. What do you say about the element of surprise? I could make it look.
it's a big old.
Hear me out. I could make it look like it's not on the boat until you fire it. Thoughts?
Sure.
Alright, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll give it a try. I'm gonna silent image and just see if I can just, like, from the front, make it look as if there's nothing there.
Yeah, you go around to the front and it looks like there's nothing there.
Alright, cool.
It also looks like nobody's there, like the people at the thing. You've created sort of an illusion to make it look like.
I have created an illusion.
Yeah, but like if somebody, you get the sense if somebody like walked from back behind it, they would just disappear.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. What are the rest of you doing as you approach?
Whipping everyone into shape.
Make your charisma check.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Do you want disadvantage?
If it's appropriate, yes. 10.
You're not doing great. Felice is pissed at you and starts whipping people into shape.
I'm like,
I'm learning.
Andrew,
Andrew is
don't
prone
freak
attack.
out, but I'm gonna follow him.
He hasn't gone to the main level. He's gone all the way down into the hold, and he is hiding behind some boxes.
Hey,
Okay.
oh buddy, is there anything I can do?
Just go away. That'd be great for me. Thank you. Goodbye.
All right.
Okay, while I know it's pretty obvious that it's probably something bad, we don't know if it's something bad, so I don't want to attack it right away.
Yeah.
Would you want me to scout ahead?
You scout ahead.
Me scout ahead.
What are you thinking?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna jump off the ship and cast
Please, okay.
and cast Find Steed and summon a giant seahorse.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah.
I was 75% sure you were gonna say, I jump off and
Start
start
swimming.
Breaststroke only.
In fucking split armor.
He goes under for a second, and then
Hey!
comes back up. You can't see what he's riding on because the seahorse is underwater.
Water, yep.
He's just sort of like legs and arms underwater, just bobbing forward.
Get on that fan art.
Oh wait, that's me.
Her name is Mirabelle.
Make alright, are you going stealthily or are you
Yeah,
going
I'm
fast?
trying. Yeah,
Make
stealthily.
a stealth check.
Would I do it with the
You're
stats
just
of the
yours.
horse?
Yeah, make it the seahorse stats.
Okay.
Her name
not
is
bad.
near a hell? What?
What, are you talking to me?
Bad, right?
Sure.
Isn't that
Who
not
are you?
bad?
Sorry, I said anything.
He looks. That's not bad, and then I rolled and it was bad. That's a 5.
Ooh, you're loud.
Splish splash.
Mirabelle.
Lucky for you. As you reach the thing, you realize it is a ship,
Yeah.
not a functioning one. You see a ship larger by a good chunk than your ship, split in half across a giant sort of pointed crag coming out of the water. The ship is fully out of the water. The two sides like split almost directly down the middle. The mast leans to the back. You can see
Spindles.
what?
Those are the spindles.
Yes. There's wood chunks and like bits of the sail coming down off of the rock
Split
itself.
in half long ways or in half?
Just fully in half. Like the boat's like this. It goes forward like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of across. Some of it's a little precarious. You can tell the front is pretty precariously placed.
Do I see a name on the ship?
You see where a name likely used to be, but it's been the wood has been like torn and worn by water. This thing has been here for a really long time.
A really long time.
Make an investigation check.
That is a 14.
14. The thing that sticks out to you most is where their ballistas are placed on your ship.
Yeah.
There's these weird sort of metal tubes.
No sign of life? Or unlife?
You'd have to get up, because it's pretty far up there. You'd have to probably
almost got
get
it
up
that
there to figure out. It's, I'd say, like 40, 50 feet up. It doesn't seem like a difficult thing to climb, but it would be a climb.
Okay. Since Mirabelle understands me,
Yeah.
say, Mirabelle, wait here. I might have to jump down real quick. I'm just gonna climb up. Okay.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what sounds yours.
It's just
I don't know if
bubbles, I guess.
Wussy. Didn't like that.
She has one black eye.
Oh, that's tragic.
Mirabelle understands.
Cool. So you climb
Yeah.
your way up pretty. It's not even like a climb. You just it's a walk, but you might have to use your hands every now and then.
Okay.
As you get up to the middle, you can see the ship split on either side, both ways. The deck, the top deck, has sort of buckled down, so you can't see into the open ship so
Yeah.
much, but you can see up on it. And on the ship, on the main deck, both on both sides. The tubes are up on the front side. The other side is mostly covered by masts, but you do see that there are corpses. There are a number of waterlogged corpses in various states of decay. Only like one you can see there's bones of, really. But these things have been dead for a long time.
Can I pick up a rock from like the crag and like kind of like crouch down and hide and then throw it on like the back to make so it makes noise?
It hits the deck.
Okay.
Your ship is approaching at this point. They didn't stop.
Yeah.
It'll still take like 10 minutes for them to get here, though.
Can we see what it is at this point?
At this point, you're getting a better idea for it, yeah. It hasn't moved at all since you saw it before, so you get the sense it's not a creature or another enemy ship. But
Okay. Can I start looking around?
are you going up onto the front or the back half?
The back half first because the front's the more precarious one,
It is.
right? Yeah.
This is cool. So most of this deck is covered by the rotting sails and waterlogged wood. That being said, sort of where the quarterdeck is, the quarterdeck itself is pretty ruined and the mast fell directly on it, but it has maintained its structure,
Yeah.
even though the rest of the ship really hasn't. There are certainly some corpses here.
Can I see what killed them?
Medicine check.
14 again.
14, yeah. Impact.
Okay.
You can tell that since their sort of ribs are jutting out of them, there's blood. It's mostly washed away, but there's some like matter still left behind, like under their heads. Some of them seem like they've been dropped from a great height. Some of them seem to have just hit something really hard. There was one, however, that has singe marks all over its body.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go to the front half. I'm gonna take off my metal armor so I don't weigh as much.
Cool. So by the time you
Can I-
finish taking off your armor, they will have reached you, because that takes a while.
Yeah.
It's not like it's just more precariously placed than the other one. You get the sense you could go on there. And
Oh,
be
then I
fine.
don't do that.
The whole crew probably doesn't.
Yeah, then I won't. Then if I notice that, then I won't take off my armor.
Cool.
'cause
So
that's not
it's
fun.
more of the same, though there's these things here. And stacked next to them are these big sort of iron balls about the size of your head.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that you do notice that is interesting is there is a symbol carved in white on the back of each of them. It looks about big enough to put a hand on.
Arcana check.
I call it a religion.
Religion's check. Okay, religion's better for me anyway. Freaking rolls. 6.
You don't recognize the symbology?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I can't go below deck.
Well, you can't. There are doors that will lead you below deck either way. You can also go forward under sort of the forecastle, because it's like your ship where the front and back are raised. So there's a room inside the front. There's a room inside the back.
Yeah.
The room inside the front is a little more screwed up.
I'll wait outside until our ship.
Cool.
comes
So your
closer.
ship, or the ship finally arrives. You make anchor.
Yeah.
Sedacia says, "All right, so I don't know what's up there. I'm gonna go check it out. You are all more than welcome to join me if you'd like. Your friend is already there."
Sure.
We have a tendency to follow one in when they go off on their own.
Too soon, Tibius.
I was the one that died.
Well,
My illusion has dissipated by now. But forget it's
If when they came, I would have called in like, no signs of life. Front end seems to be a little more precarious. I'm looking at it now, so maybe not everyone should stand on that side. And yeah.
so you all make your way up towards this ship. There is plenty of ship to explore. You can decide where to go. The corpses it's uncomfortable. Like, some of them are very bloated with water.
Should we stick together?
I would like to stick together, but like, oh, you say not like one piece, half seat. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
They're probably stick together in groups, maybe not in total.
I would like as less people in the front half as possible.
All of us stay within 50 feet of each other.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to head to the front.
Me too.
If anyone wants to join me.
Well, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm already doing that.
It sounds like enough in the front.
3 of us in the front. The rest of you can head to the back.
Can I be in the middle back? What? Not like all the way in the back. Just
I thought you were going to the front with us.
Oh, alright, sure.
You said I will go
You
to the front.
volunteered.
No, I didn't. I said aye, Captain, when she said she'll go to the front.
Oh, I understand.
Oh.
Well, you're coming to the front.
Yeah.
Captain's orders.
I think she's decided for me.
Cool.
Let's go. All right, so the front. You're on the main deck. You could also head your way up onto the forecastle if you want to. You could also go down below.
Yeah. Well, first I say, I don't know what those metal balls are.
She's going to make a check.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
These. Ooh. This is good. These are divine cannons. You use divine magic, yes?
Yeah.
Mothers on our crew as well. These things propel these balls at furious rates as long as they're being used by, well, a wielder of divine magic.
Take him!
I think we should attach these to your ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine by me.
She's gonna sort of snap her fingers.
Are they on the front or the back?
They're on the front.
Maybe wait until. You know.
Don't worry about it. I have a plan.
Okay.
Keep exploring. Be back.
Oh,
She goes back to the ship, so it's just the two of you now.
Do you want to go up or down first?
How about just go down and work our way up? Or would you rather start up and work our way down?
Well, there's only like one up thing, and then there's like a couple down things.
Alright, so we might as well start up then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So you head over up onto the forecastle. The stairs are pretty shot, so it's a bit treacherous.
Be careful. You need, sorry.
It's mostly destroyed and abandoned, but you do see there was once a very once a very impressive figurehead, the full body figure, which is a little strange, that has been smashed and pretty much washed away. The only thing remaining are the figurehead, are the legs and the lower torso of a male figure who is very well equipped, wearing only shoes, and the shoes themselves are very, very dark and very polished. And then there's a whole lot of business going on, and then no upper half.
Woo!
Like banking,
Yeah.
booking a deposit.
I don't get that.
Honestly, doing the math in my head, all he talked about with the captain was banking, and now he sees this well-endowed figurehead, and all he can think of is banking. Does Elville just not know what sex is?
Or is he very turned on by money?
By
By storing money
Hey,
and trading.
a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Good.
Okay, cool.
So that's up to the forecast.